What's up, y'all? It's your girl Diana Garcia, and we are back on Shaking the Culture, and I'm here with no other than.
Cuttino, one time.
How are you?
I'm good, man. I appreciate you having me.
I appreciate
Definitely
you
appreciate it.
for your patience. Very highly appreciated about that.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, so tell us a little bit about yourself from the beginning stages of how did you get into this music scene? You know, I feel like in Atlanta there's a bunch of artists, but how did you fall in the path of I'm gonna be an artist and I'm gonna change up my style?
Um, well, originally I'm from Gretna, Florida. Part of the Panhandle in Florida, country town right outside of Tallahassee. I think population about like 800. That's at least when I was growing up. Now it's probably like 500.
Yeah.
But small country town, hence the cowboy hat. I grew up on a pig farm and shit, so me and music it was kind of like meant to be, I guess, because my mom, she always did music, and my dad, he did music too. Like, I didn't grow up with the man, but you know what I'm saying, that was just something I always cling to. It was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, you want to impress your father or whatever, that ain't their like, so it was just something I cling to, but after a while I just kind of saw like it was in me, so I stuck to it. The biggest thing is I kind of learned how to be a student of it, and that's what really made me fall in love with it, the business, and just want to be more than just a musician. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
So who are some of your inspirations? Because when I hear music, it caught me out of guard that you said Florida, because you was giving me like West Coast, like you're very lyrical with
yeah,
your music.
everybody say on West Coast.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild because it just kind of go back to my upbringing.
Mhm.
I had a very eclectic, if I could say, upbringing. Even though I was born in the country, and like that's where I've been my whole life up until about like 18 when I moved out. Um, I had an uncle named Clint. R.I.P. my dog. Uh, my uncle Clint, like he was the strangest, coolest motherfucker you could probably ever meet.
Mhm.
Cause I mean he a country boy. He grew up in the same place I did, but for some reason he had a lowrider. Uh, I remember the first album I listened to with him was The Chronic. So I pretty much grew up on West Coast music with him a whole lot versus like, you know what I'm saying, the Outkast and JT Money, Cash Money, and I listened to that too, but it was
Yeah.
more so with like my older brother. But with him, like he was the one who was babysitting me all the time or whatever. So we in his truck hitting switches and we listening to the Chronic, we listening to MC8, we listening to Corrupt, we listening to DJ Quick, we listening to them, but West Coast. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying with him. So that was a big influence, like with it being the first thing that I hear that's hip hop. And it's not like it's not like it was so country to the point that you know what I'm saying. You don't hear it at all or nothing. But my mom, she raised me in the church, so you know what I'm saying. Listening to secular music or whatever, it was kind of like blasphemy. But shit, I ain't give a fuck. Uh, she just when she would let me go on the weekends with him, you know, if we out hanging and banging and doing things, and he had me around a lot of shit I wasn't supposed to be around. Cause for the longest time I thought, you know what I'm saying, when I go to his house in Tallahassee, like I'm hanging around, you know what I'm saying, oh my uncle, around
Yeah.
some nice ladies or whatever. These fucking prostitutes. So I grew I grew up a little bit different, but it's the West Coast was definitely a big influence on me. And once my older brother started hanging with me for real, um, then I got more so introduced to like, you know what I'm saying, Southern music.
Okay.
But the West Coast was definitely like one of the first sounds that I liked, I clinged to, and it's just always been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely valid. What's it called? So who was there from like the South aspect of things? What kind of music do you listen to? Or who are some artists? Because when I listen to music, like I said, gives definitely West Coast. But who are your inspirations behind starting this?
I say probably like my biggest inspiration. One of them had to be JT Money, Trick Daddy, and that was when I was younger. But that was like I say that was long before I started making music. When it came down to me making music, it had to be Ti and Ti Pimp C. Um, and then with him being from where I'm from, T Pain. Like once T Pain got out, like it just changed. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Everything like just kind of like opened up the envelope a little bit more to let you know how you could do a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
You know, because I still remember him coming to the Rick High and with his brother Constantine and all these people like the Nappy Heads or whatever passing out CDs, and I thought that was the coolest shit ever. Like,
Yeah.
you know, but this was long before I'm Sprung and all that other stuff. So to actually see him blow up, then it was like, okay, well, this is somebody I can look at. You know,
Yeah.
but lyrically, flow wise, I definitely say like Ti was probably like one of my biggest, biggest influences. Him and Pimp C. Yeah, definitely him and Pimp C.
Do you remember your first song that you ever wrote or like try to get in the studio?
Ooh, nah, I can't remember the first song. Cause I remember the first song I recorded. It was like on this cassette player.
Hmm.
It was on this cassette player, and I plugged up this little microphone to it, and it was still like play the beat out loud and rap next to the microphone type shit. But
Yeah.
I can't really say I remember which one it was, but I've been doing it since I was like 9. I say
Nine.
like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 9 or 10. So
So how long? Oh, how has this process been from like you being 9 years old to like now? You're like, I'm still grinding. I'm still not where I want to be exactly. How has that process been?
um, I think a lot of people without wisdom would probably say like it's a waste of time or it's aggravating. But for me, it's like I kind of enjoy. I stopped looking at like the finish line, like where I want to be with it, and I just honestly said fuck it. I'd rather be in love with the journey. You know, it's kind of like people tell you like take time to smell the flowers, like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I heard D Wade's son say during his Hall of Fame speech, uh, you kind of got to enjoy the traffic. You know what I'm saying? When everything gets slow and everything stop, just roll your window down, turn your music off, and enjoy with just this moment. Because
Mhm.
eventually it won't be this, and
That's
then
true.
eventually you'll be asking for it to be
Yeah.
slow again because now everybody know you. Now you can't be a regular person. You can't be that little boy from Gretna no more. You got to be Cuttino all the
Yeah.
time. So it's like at this point, I learned just to enjoy the journey. It's been amazing. I love it from being able to involve my little sister and my brothers and the people I love that's watched me all
Yeah.
this time. You know what I'm saying, and to see them consistently believe in me and trust what I'm doing and say, "Nah, we got your back." Like it don't make the journey hard. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's just one of the things where it's like you just gotta learn to enjoy, just enjoy the journey. It's not been easy. You got a lot of ups and downs. You got a lot of mishaps. You got a lot of bullshit that come with it. But
Yeah.
you kind of just you take it with a grain of salt. Like it's either you built for it or you not.
That's true.
So you know.
So, when was the time that your family got involved into being a part of your music career, though? Because I feel like some people like to have family close by, makes it, like you said, the journey easier. Other people like, I'd rather just not mix business and family together.
And the people that's like that, I don't knock them at all. Like that, I say they're very wise for not doing that. Cause what I've learned in it is everybody ain't family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you got to build your own family with this, especially when you're chasing your dream. But my family got involved pretty early. My dad, he a soldier, so it wasn't like he was around a lot. But I still remember the first microphone he bought me, and that kind of just let me know like he believed that I can do the same thing that he was doing. And that kind of what I'm saying gave me my wings at that point. But having my mom and my grandma out there and just pissing them off every night about 2, 3 a.m. in the morning,
Mhm.
cause my voice started getting deeper when I was younger.
Yeah.
So we living in this last trailer, and all they hear is all this shit through the night. You know what I'm saying? But they never bothered me, so it just they've been involved with it. But little sis, she got involved with me about like it was like 19.
Wow.
19. Um, and she been there every step of the way. Same thing with my other brothers. Like they really believe in me. Our oldest brother Marlon, like he's not the one to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be at every show. He more so the one that's gonna say, you need to listen to this tape. You can't out rap this nigga. And then it's like he know what that do to me. So then he know, okay, well shit, I'm about to
Wow,
go back
rap it. Yeah.
in the chamber and get my shit together. So you don't say that no more. But I say like my family has been like a family effort, like through the whole thing. And even if it's blood, it's not blood. It's the family that I make, or it's the family that I was given. They've been here every step of the way. And family is big, very very big in what I do.
Yeah.
So it's I say it's 80% family, 80% family for me. So they been here the whole step of the way. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So when did you decide to like? You have projects, you have EPs. When
Mm-hmm.
so this latest project,
Mm-hmm. Infinity.
what was the motivation behind that? Because like when I was listening to it, like I said, it gives me the West Coast vibes. But you're a really good storyteller. You literally like you could sit in traffic literally and just listen to a vibe to it, and you could actually imagine like you are in the position you
Yeah,
stand on. You know.
I
So I really
appreciate that.
yeah. So where was your mindset as that, and why were you like okay, I'm gonna release this project now?
Honestly, it's been a project I done wanted to do for a long time. I
Mm-hmm.
just feel like with certain projects, you got to be in a certain spiritual and mental space to do it, to convey certain things. And I mean, it just kind of lined up right. Um, but it was when you look at the cover of it, you know what I'm saying. I got my people on it. I
Mm-hmm.
got memories from the past, and it was just this album was kind of like just a reflection of from me doing what I've been doing for the past 10 years up until now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just kind of like a ode to the people that done really believed in me and really loved me and loved on me this whole time, and you know what I'm saying, kept telling me like, let's keep going. You got it. You can do this shit. You know what I'm saying? It was just an ode to my family. Like I felt like okay, well, if this could possibly be the first thing that people hear from me, I want them to know like this is this is what I live and die for. You
Yeah.
know, I come from a small place. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had the silver spoon and all this other stuff. And if you come from that same place too, you should connect, and it shouldn't matter. You just if you got this shit, you got this shit. You know, you got to be able to fight through it and make it happen, and not just for you, but for the people that believe in you, the people that see you every day and see you trying, and see you striving for it. You gotta do it for them.
Yeah.
Uh, and just like the title My Infinity, it came from I was in the studio with my dog Willie Joy. Shout out Willie Joy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I told him I wanted to name it Infinity Days because that's been a title that's been in my head for like years. But then he was like, "Well, just name it My Infinity because you want this to be your forever." You know, because when I explained it to him, I said, "Man, when I first moved up here, I was homeless. Like I'm sleeping out of My Infinity. I had an M35 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sleeping out of that motherfucker, and you know, my little sister being a little hard ass like she is, she was like, I ain't about to let you be up there by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So we dead ass sleeping out of this car. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'm sleeping in the back seat, she's sleeping in the front seat. It just simple like that's how my family is.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
knowing that you got people that ride for you like that,
Yeah.
it's it's robbery for you not to
Yeah.
go get it. You know what I'm saying? And make something
Exactly.
happen. So
Yeah. I love that about your sister though because she's
that's my
solid.
dog, man.
No, literally, and I just love the energy you guys have. Because you probably got hella insiders and shit. Like I could just imagine
Oh
that.
yeah.
And has she ever inspired you to make a song, or is there a song kind of dedicated to her in a way, or you telling a story about her?
I ain't dedicated a song to my dog yet, but she definitely been around. She's one of the select few people that can like hear me doing something while I'm making it, and she just get the chuckling and shit, cause she know like, oh, I know what he talking about.
Yeah.
I remember that, you know. So
Yeah.
having her around is a beautiful thing to me. I'm glad. I'm grateful God blessed me with her. And she make this process a whole lot easier. You know what I'm saying? I don't tell her a lot
Mm-hmm.
because I'm big bro, and she a little hard ass, like I said. So she don't like all that shit. She call it mushy shit, so she don't like it. But she my dog, man.
Yeah.
She done been here through some of my hardest times, some of my most difficult times. But also she done been here for like a lot of the good times,
Yeah.
and for me, like she just one of them people, like, she got my back, I got her back, and shit ain't never gonna change. You
Yeah.
know,
I love that.
she a big inspiration for me.
Yeah, I love that. One of my favorite songs from your project is Show and Prove. I feel like that one was the first one that when I was listening to it, even though it's a second track, like I had to replay it because a lot of people could relate to that.
Yeah.
So what was the inspiration behind that song?
The inspiration behind that song was simply, man, that was, if I go back and I think about it, that was just like one of them songs where I had just met Willie Joy, and the opportunity with with everything he's doing in Generation Now, it just kind of opened up. And when you see a lot of people say, "Oh shit, I'd have made it," you know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm in this motherfucker. Like for me, it was like, nah, it's an uphill battle for real now. Now, if anything, everything gonna get harder. So before you pat yourself on the back, show and prove what you about. Don't, you know what I'm saying? I just like I told him, like, bro, I played sports my whole life. I played football my whole life, and I prided myself on being the type of player that's like, I don't give a damn what position you give me or whatever. Just give me a jersey.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you do that, I get out there and handle my business. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
do exactly what you asked me to. And if anything, I go above and beyond. So, like, show and prove has always been something that's always been in my mind. It's been in my heart, like it's something I live by. My mom, she used to always tell me, baby, we don't do all that lip bumping. If you gonna be about it, be about it. Don't do all that talking shit. Show 'em.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Show it, prove it. And then after that, you let them decide what it is. But that was something that I felt like would connect with a lot of people because especially in these times, you know what I'm saying, you got to show and prove a lot. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people don't believe just what you say, and rightfully so. It's a lot of fugazi shit out here. So you kind of just got to show. You know what I'm saying? You got to show yourself worthy. You got to prove it to people. So
Yeah. So what is the relationship with Willie Joe? How'd you even meet? How do you meet?
the craziest shit. Um, um, it was South by Southwest this past March,
Mm-hmm.
and I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't about to go out there. We done been out there for like the past 3 years, including this year.
Mm-hmm.
And you just start seeing all this stuff. Oh, nobody gets this from South by Southwest, whoop the whoop and all this. So I was like, all right, bro, like whatever. Like I enjoy going out here. I enjoy Austin. I enjoy what I'm seeing. I enjoy just getting out there in the thick of it and trying to hunt
Yes.
and see what you can do. Uh, and I think Willie Joe with that situation, it was the craziest thing. I think that's why, connection wise, it ain't like me and bro talk a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? We men, so we not really conversating a whole lot about stuff.
Yeah.
But I definitely appreciate everything he is and everything he do for me.
Mm.
And just who he is as a man. And just being, I call him coach.
Yeah.
Cause that's what I feel like when I start playing sports with certain teams, new teams. No, I'm not talking to the coach
Yeah.
all the time. I'm just doing what you tell me to.
Yeah.
And then eventually, you know what I'm saying, we get close. But we was out there. I performed at this little mixer. My homegirl Nancy the Great had. Shout out Nancy. I wasn't even supposed to perform at that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
I had told her like a week before I'm not gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to show up because one of my homeboy Beej, Franklin,
Mm-hmm.
he was gonna do it. So I was like, man, I'm just show up. But sure enough, I walked up and I saw her. She was like, I'm not letting you in unless you give me like a performance. So me and my dog B, we went up there, performed, and after I performed or whatever, we got off stage. I'm walking out, and she was like, "Oh, don't forget to go do your interview." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" So we walk back to the back,
Mm-hmm.
and the craziest thing for me was I pride myself on knowing people in the front office. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I am with sports. I love sports so much to the point like I know who's the GM, the head of operations and stuff. I like that type of stuff. So I'm weird like that. But for the first time, I didn't know who dude was. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But my little brother did, and you know he's somebody who done watched everything I did, so he kind of learned, and it was like, okay, that's kind of wild that you know and I don't. But he was like, man, this Willie Joy, I've been talking to bro for a minute, like need to get you to meet him. So I was like, all right, little bro, let's do it. So we sat there, we chopped it up for a minute or whatever, and then like a couple days later, he came to the Airbnb. We sat down, played some music. Um, and after that, you know what I'm saying, everything else is just pretty much history. Like, bro just really been standing in the paint for me, um, giving me opportunities and you know what I'm saying, putting me to the test, you know what I'm saying, to make sure like I'm worth it.
Yeah.
And that's all I really ever ask for. Like, I don't like handouts. I don't like people holding stuff over my head. So I like for people to put me to the test to see if, all right, are you gonna follow through? Are you gonna be exactly what I think you are?
Yeah.
So, bro done gave me that opportunity. So, I'm grateful, man. He a good dude. He a good dude.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But it makes so much sense why you guys work together because just like even meeting him and like seeing the way he moves and the artist he works with, it aligns with who you are.
Yeah.
So I could definitely see why that works. So are you signed to Generation now or
Oh
is
no.
no, okay, okay.
No, I'm not signed to Generation now. We don't know what happened in the future, but as of right now, it's Playhouse. That's my label. Label I started like 10 years ago with me and my homeboys out of storage unit, and homeless as hell. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to make some shit shake, but now, you know what I'm saying, it's something that can grow, you know what I'm saying, to be a lot bigger. So, and Willie Joy even see that, you know what I'm saying, and I appreciate him seeing that, seeing like, nah, bro, you can be something completely different than what I've seen with things. So, you know, it take a big man to see that. So I appreciate bro seeing my vision. Like that was one of the first things he said to me, like, nah, bro, I can see the vision. I can see the vision. So if you bout it, then let's roll. You know, and it take a lot. It take a lot for somebody to say that in his position. You know,
Yeah.
so I never take that lightly. You
Yeah.
know.
No, definitely. So you have your own label at the moment? All right, so what's the goal with the label? Where is it at right now? What stage are we in?
Right now at the stage, we still ground floor, I would believe. You know, I done did pretty good with things, but you know, no gold plaques, no platinum plaques. Uh, but as far as like building my team and being situated to the point where it's like, okay, at any given time, I have a full service team that can do whatever,
Yeah.
whenever, however. We built that up over the last 10 years. So, and that was something that Willie saw like, damn, dude, I don't really got to tell you to do nothing. Like, I
Exactly.
just got to tell you to show up. You know,
Yeah.
you gonna do what you need to. And you got people around you that's willing to move like that. So,
Yeah.
you know, I think we done pretty well so far. But even with that, I'm not the type of person to be like wrapped up in my own head where it's like, oh no, I got this, I got this. No, I'm a student. So, you know, when he tell me to do something, when he tell me, nah, you need to go check this out, he send me like a little slide on IG and like, you know, peep this. These some people you need to go rock with. Cool, I got you. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And I know with him that kind of aggravate him because I got you. Like he said that one time. He said, man, it's always I got you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
You just be on
he
it.
was like, man, you like a fucking
Yeah.
robot. So, you know,
That's dope. I feel like a lot of people probably missed the whole part of like it took 10 years to build your team.
yeah.
You know, emphasis on the 10 years and you're still going. I feel like nowadays everybody sees the TikToks or people just going viral over the night, but they don't have that solid core, that solid like team around them. So, yes, you can make it overnight, like maybe a year or two, but then where are you in the future?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you got to build that foundation. You
Yes,
got to have that
and
foundation.
yeah, I love that. That's one of your main goals. So what's the name of your label right now?
Playhouse Music Group.
Playhouse
Yeah,
Music Group.
and
Okay.
we don't spell the player Playa. We spell it Pleigiha. And the biggest reason I spelled it like that because I didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to keep the essence of being a player, like cool, chill. You straightforward. You 100 with everything that you do. But I wanted it to be more like, no, this is a tribe, this is a family. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get what the whole player shit is. And, You out here with the girls and all this shit. Like that's I always had girls, I always had women, so that was never nothing that just thrilled me. But it's more so about being a family and being, you know what I'm saying, straightforward with your people. Be 100 with your people. They got dreams, you got dreams.
Yeah.
The only way that y'all can make it is if y'all transparent and y'all 1,000 with each other. The same way a player would. Like, you got to be real with it. So,
Yeah.
you know.
I was gonna ask you, and I think I asked you in the elevator. So please explain to us like your style. What made you want to wear the cowboy hat? Because I feel like when people see you, like, oh, he probably does country or something like that,
Hmm.
you know. So tell us a little bit about that and when it all
Uh,
started.
man, I grew up on the farm, so you know, the cowboy hat, and I know that sound weird, you know, because everybody, when they see the cowboy hat, normally they think Texas or some other shit.
Exactly.
You know, nah, you know, Florida ain't an island that just consists of Panama City, Orlando, and Miami. Um, Up there in Gretna, Florida, like a lot of people will say, like, oh, that's just South Georgia, because I could literally walk in my backyard, like probably like 1,000 yards, and I'm in Georgia.
Georgia, yeah.
But my great grandfather, I grew up on his farm, and just it was always a symbol of. I wear it not like I didn't wear it all the time before, um, but the more I got to understanding me, the more I got to wanting to be comfortable with me
Mm.
and who I am and embracing. Like, nah, bro, you from the country, bro. You ain't got to be on all this other shit. Um, the more I just really just locked in and was like, you know what? I'm just rock the cowboy hat. It was kind of like an ode to him.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? An ode to like, nah, this is my foundation.
Mm-hmm.
This is this is where I'm from. This is who I am. Um, so I just started rocking it because of that, and it was crazy because when Willie saw it, like it was just somebody just threw on while I was in Austin. I was like, fuck this shit, I'm gonna throw this motherfucker on. We out here in Texas, I might as well.
Yeah.
And I remember he saw it like once we got back to Atlanta and everything, and we had met up at GN. He was like, that hat, you got to keep it on.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
different.
I was like, all right, cool. He was like, nah, man, I don't know if how you feel about it. I said, it's natural, so you know what I'm saying, cool, all right.
Yeah.
And then he always say like I'm an old man, so
Not a old man.
yeah, he called me an old man all the time. So it's like, all right, well, yeah, I dig it. I'll do it. I'll do it for sure.
I love that because a lot of people I feel like try to look like rappers but not try to look like themselves while kind of
Yeah.
incorporating that aspect of things, you know?
Hmm.
So it is fire. Have you ever tried to do a different type of genre besides like hip hop,
Yeah.
rap?
Really, with this last tape, that's the first tape that I feel like I've ever done that's like just rap.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like uh, we recently took down a lot of my music because we moving distributors.
Mm-hmm.
But with the other tapes that'll re-upload soon, within the month, like people will be able to see like, oh well, damn, he do kind of, you know what I'm saying, some of everything. Like I'm a musician, like I to be in a box, you know what I'm saying. And then that's also like with the hat, it was like don't. It's kind of like a rebellious thing, like don't be in a box, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Just be somebody that people don't expect what's gonna come next from you, what people gonna hear. Cause yes, of course, people want to hear a certain sound from you and they want to gravitate to that sound. But I think you, as an artist, you get away from what that creativity is when you just lock in on that one thing. So yeah, I do some of everything. R&B, pop, whatever. You know, I kind of like just became a student of that, just wanting to be somebody who can't be pinpointed. You know, so when you listen to a project or you see me drop a project, at least it's a what is he doing?
Yeah.
What is he gonna say on here? What is it gonna sound like? Something to pique your interest to make you listen. Versus just, all right, I know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be this, and that's not bad all the time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I look at people like Currency. Uh, that's one of my favorite rappers, um, and his sound is pretty consistent. But you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that it's gonna be the same for me. You know
Mm.
that it'll work the same way. So you know, you kind of just gotta study the masters and know like, okay, this will work. This might not work, but don't be afraid to push that envelope at the same time to see what you capable of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
one thing that I did admire from your social media is that your marketing is like A1. There's not a day I go on your like IG story and you're not marketing your music.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
And I feel like a lot of artists fell on that aspect of things of like still putting it in their face.
Yeah,
No matter if it's been like 2, 3 weeks, a day later, keep it in their face so they're like, oh shit, especially with new followers and shit like
oh,
that.
yeah, you
A
got to.
lot of people don't do that. So I can't wait for the new rollout and see what comes with that. Is there any visuals with this project?
Yeah, we started it off with Gold Digger, which I actually shot that video in Gretna. Um, and if you go watch the video, the actual little white abandoned house that's there, that's the house that my grandfather built. Uh, he was working on it till he got sick up in age. Uh, but this dude was building shit till he was like 80 something.
Nice.
But I wanted to shoot it there because it was like that's my foundation. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be okay. If this the first thing that people hear from me, then I want to tie this into it. But yeah, we got another visual coming out for Relocate. It's about 4 balcony raps. Wish You Wanna Be and Night Drive. So all 4 of those videos will be out between December and February, the 1st of February. Uh, and that was something that Willie Joy was like, he was really big on me about, like, man, let's get these visuals out. Let's keep, you know what I'm saying, pushing these visuals. So, it's definitely gonna be a lot more of those. I've been trying to do them in a way of like a storyline, but not like per se like it's just blatant. Like, okay, this is a storyline. Like I don't know. I like the kind of things I see on Twitter when people are like, oh man, y'all ain't noticed like Travis Scott. This album was the prelude to this album.
Album,
And,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I like fans that go in depth and say, oh no, this is just a sequel to this. Like,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like Easter egg stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Easter
Yeah.
egg stuff.
That's fire. All right, because I know you do have a show tonight, so we're gonna ask quick questions. It's just to get to know you a little bit more. You ready? So first thing that comes to your head,
Ready.
just say it.
Gotcha.
All right. All right. When's your birthday?
July 28th.
July 28th.
Leo.
Are you a Cancer?
No, I'm Leo.
You're a Leo?
Yeah.
Oh. I guess I could see that. I guess. I guess. All right. What's your favorite genre type of music to vibe out to? If nobody knew, what genre is that?
Funk.
Funk?
Funk.
What? Really?
Funk. Man, look, you get in the car. I'm an old ass man. You get in the car with me, you going to be in that bit. Waka, 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 waka. I'm telling you, you going to be vibing.
That, wow, yeah. See, like, definitely caught me off guard on that
Yeah.
one. All right. Do you have a favorite childhood memory?
My favorite childhood memory is going crabbing with my moms at this place called St. Mark's. An alligator almost ate my ass alive because I was bullshitting. I was standing too close to the bank, and I noticed them hit the water, but then I just stopped watching. This thing, this motherfucker pop up like right there where
hell no.
the edge of the thing is, and I just remember my older brother Marlon grabbed me by the neck, and like my legs was flapping in the air
That
while
is
he running with me.
crazy.
So yeah, that's one of the craziest memories I had.
Yeah, that would be mine too. All right. If there's one movie that you had to watch for the rest of your life, what movie would it be?
It's kind of hard. I say Casino.
Casino. Okay.
I say Casino. Yeah.
Casino. All right. And then what's one word you say consistently?
Shit.
Every other word. That's the word.
Yeah. Shit is. It's always some shit.
I know facts on that one. All right. Let's see. And then a couple more. When you hear shaking the culture, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Being a disruptor, being somebody that's not following the norm, being somebody that doesn't follow the status quo, or being somebody that you here to be a staple, you here to disrupt this, whatever it is. So when people see you, they know like, okay, you did something. You either elevated it or you changed the trajectory. Like it's like a T-Pain. Like when you look at T-Pain, it's like
Facts. He changed. He did some shit.
changed everything.
Yeah,
So,
he sure did. And then for those people that have yet to tap into you, what song should they go check out right now?
Every single one of them motherfuckers. As soon as you type in Cuttino, just hit play, man. Hit shuffle. Just hit shuffle, and you gonna like something. You gonna like something.
Perfect. All right. Well, where can we follow you at? And do you have any other shows besides the ones from tonight coming up before the year ends?
Yeah, we got a show tonight. We're gonna be at Apache Lounge, or XLR, for the dog Willie Joy and Save Stage. But after that, we'll be in Miami at Hollapalooza with the homie DJ Holiday and the big dog KD. Then after that, we'll be in DC with the big dog Currency for the 10-year anniversary of Pilot Talk. We'll be at Howard Theater for that January 4th. And then as far as after that, man, y'all probably just gonna catch me at South by Southwest because I got a little boy that might be born in between that time, so daddy gonna have to chill out
Aw.
and be on daddy duty.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a few things going on. But to follow me on social media is Cuttino's World, CUTTINOSWRLD World with no O. And yeah, that's pretty much the handle on everything. Twitch, everything. So,
Fire.
easy to find me.
Fire. All right. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
your
Thank you. I
time.
appreciate it. This is great.
Yes, I can't wait to see what else you got going on. And you're literally just like a hit away from like,
Thank
blowing
you.
up, which is
Thank you.
fire. So just hearing the process and everything you've been through, it's just like, yeah, you deserve it. So fuck everything else. Like,
Appreciate
you got
it.
it,
Appreciate it. That's real. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard
Facts. All
it.
right.
Thank
Well, thank you so much. And yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
you. Thank you.
Bye.